I ruined my sister's wedding because I exposed her cheating fiance 2 hours before she was supposed to walk down the aisle. And now she's mad at me. Even though my older sister and I have always been pretty much polar opposites, we've always still been really close. So when she got engaged to her long-term boyfriend, I was excited for her. Everyone was always obsessed with my sister's fiance. They called him the perfect man. He had a good job, volunteered on the weekends, got my mom flowers on Mother's Day, remembered everyone's birthdays. Everyone loved him, except for me. I always thought there was something off about the guy, but I didn't say anything because, I don't know, I didn't think I needed to. Let's flash forward right to the wedding day when all this drama starts. Obviously, I'm the maid of honor, and so I have a ton to do on the wedding day. I'm so stressed out. I'm running around, but it's about 2-ish hours before my sister is supposed to walk down the aisle. So I'm excited because we're almost there. My sister asked me if I could go check up on the guys and make sure that they were running on time. I said, of course, no problem. So I go across the venue to the room that the groom and all the groomsmen are supposed to be getting ready in. I walk in and everyone, they're getting ready. Things look good. But I noticed that I don't see my sister's fiance anywhere. I was like, hey, do you know where the groom is? And they all just kind of like give each other weird looks, which was concerning. I felt concerned. Every time I'm asking them where the groom is, they're not giving me straight answers. They're just trying to deflect the question. Finally, I said, okay, I just need someone to tell me where he is. And that's finally when the best man sighs and is like, I think he's in his hotel room. I was like, great, I am gonna go check on him. I'm thinking maybe they're acting weird because he drank too much or he was taking a nap or I don't know. I was not expecting what happened to happen because I get to his hotel room door, I knock on it, and some girl I've never seen before answers. She's like, can I help you? I said, yeah, I'm actually looking for the groom. This is his room. And she's looking at me pretty confused. She's like, no, this isn't the groom's room. This is one of the groomsmen's room. I'm thinking maybe I was confused. So I look at the hotel room number again. And yeah, I am 100% sure that this is my sister's fiance's room. So I was like, I am a little confused because this is definitely the groom's room. And again, she is reiterating that no, this is a groomsman's room. This random girl tells me that she is one of the groomsmen's girlfriends and that even though he didn't get a +1 to the wedding, he still invited her to come and spend the weekend with him. And I'm confused and I tell her, I am the one who handled all the invitations and I am completely sure that all of the groomsmen did get a +1. So I don't know what's going on here. I also know that all of the groomsmen are bringing +1, so I have no idea who this girl is. So finally, I just asked her, okay, who is your boyfriend and where is he right now? And that's when she tells me that her boyfriend's name is the same name as my sister's fiance. And she said that he was out grabbing them food. But I'm still thinking that this must be some kind of misunderstanding. So I pull up a picture of my sister's fiance and I say, is this man your boyfriend? She's like, yeah, that's him. And that's when I realized what's going on, that this man is fully cheating on my sister and invited his girlfriend to his wedding weekend, pretending that he was a groomsman. I obviously have to be the one to tell this girl that no, he is not a groomsman, that this is his wedding and he is supposed to be marrying my sister in 2 hours. And the girl looks absolutely shocked. She truly had no idea that this man was getting married. I could tell by the look on her face. I have no idea how he thought he was gonna get away with this, but he really did try. So I get the timeline of their relationship and I find out that this girl has been dating my sister's fiance for a little over 8 months. She's met all of his friends, his family, everybody. So all of his friends knew, all of the men that were about to stand up at my sister's wedding, yeah, they all knew that he had a girlfriend. I am trying to problem solve this situation. Like, what do I need to do? Because my sister's supposed to walk down the aisle in 2 hours. So I immediately go, I find both my parents and I pull them and my sister into a private room. And I was like, listen, you guys, I just found out something and we need to talk about it because this is not good. So I tell my sister and my parents everything that I just learned about my sister's fiance cheating on her and they don't believe me. They were like, why would you make up this story a few hours before she's supposed to walk down the aisle? I was like, yeah, why would I do that? I wouldn't. I guess they just could not get it through their minds how my sister's seemingly perfect fiance was a liar and a cheater. But luckily, this girl did send me proof that she was dating my sister's fiance. So I show my sister photos and texts and screenshots of all things proving that her fiance was a cheater. And I expect that my sister is going to be ready to call off the entire wedding because that's the only thing that makes sense. But instead, she looks at me and she says, well, don't say anything about this to anyone else. we've already spent so much money and time on the wedding. We'll just work through this after we get married. I said, what are you talking about? Work through this after you get married. I am just in absolute shock as my sister goes off to talk to her fiance, because at this point he had been calling her over and over. So she goes, they have like a 15-minute conversation, a very short conversation considering what just happened. And yeah, she makes the decision that the wedding will go on. And I keep asking her, what are you doing? Why are you going through with this? And she just snaps at me. She's like, either you're gonna stand up here next to me and support me, or you can leave. And I make the decision that my sister needs me and I will be there for her, because I don't know what she's thinking, but she's obviously not thinking clearly. I'm gonna be there for her in any way that I can. So I just shut my mouth and I decided that if she wanted to go through with this wedding, there's nothing I can do. But the drama does not end there, because as we're all beginning to line up to walk down the aisle, who do I see walk in but my sister's fiance's girlfriend, ex-girlfriend? I don't know the status of their relationship at this point, but whoever this girl is. Even more shockingly is who she walked in with. My sister's fiance's mother. They were walking in arm in arm like they were best friends. And his mom walks right up to him with his girlfriend and is like, you can't get married. This is who you're supposed to be with. Just absolutely vouching for the fact that he needed to call off the wedding and he needed to be with his girlfriend instead of my sister. And it just becomes so hectic. Everyone is arguing with each other. The groom is arguing with his mom and arguing with his girlfriend. All of a sudden, my sister finally sees what's going on, goes up to them, and she's arguing with them. And finally, by the time I get there, everyone's crying. And that's when it is my sister's fiance. Yes, it was his decision. He decides that he can't go through with the wedding because his heart is torn, that he cannot give 100% of his heart to my sister because he is in love with someone else. His, I guess, girlfriend. That's right there. And she looks absolutely ecstatic that this man is choosing her. I was like, I wouldn't be happy about that. I think that both of you should have dumped him, but apparently you both still want to be with him. I don't understand. But my sister's sobbing, begging her fiance not to go, and he's like, I'm sorry, this is just the best decision. I was like, why are you begging for this man? He's cheating on you. My sister runs off, her other bridesmaids run after her, my parents run after her, and I have to be the one that goes up in front of everyone, grabs the mic and says, thank you all so much for being here, but there will not be a wedding today. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. When I finally get back to the getting ready room where my sister is, she is an absolute mess. And I am going to comfort her, but instead she's angry at me. She starts yelling at me saying that all of this is my fault, because if I just would have kept my mouth shut and not told anyone that her fiance was cheating on her, then the wedding would have gone on and she would have been happily married. You would not have been happily married. In what world was I gonna find out that my sister's fiance was cheating on her right before the wedding and not tell her? That's horrible. Who would do that? So now my sister is really mad at me, saying that I ruined her happily ever after, and things have just continued to get more and more messy when it comes to her ex-fiance and his new girlfriend and his mom. So let me know if you want the update there.